Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the BYU Cougars and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. You can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Dome. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Noles kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Cougars offense will go on the attack first. And here comes L.J. Martin. And we'll see two guys who can flat pick up yardage on the ground in this one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Got his man downfield. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. BYU with the 1st and 10. Tough run here. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Selling the fake. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
And here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Seminoles offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They will have their hands full with this matchup as they try to make sure the running game gets going. transfer has it his first carry. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready to go.
Keep it on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. On the delay, it's Martin. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
All right, and it all starts with a big bear. I mean, first of all, when your name is Bear, you're cooler than everyone else. But when you saw him come in as a freshman a year ago, big, strong, everybody debated his weight. Is he 220? Is he 230? Probably closer to 250. And you watched him as a freshman make play after play with his legs, throwing the football. Palmer, this is a guy, man, in this offense, in this system, he takes another step, and he's better passing the ball through the air. You better watch out for BYU.
I think you're right. I think expectations are a lot different in Provo this year because of what you just said. I think Bear Bachmeier kind of came out of nowhere a year ago, and all of a sudden you blinked, and they were 8-0, and at the end of the year they're playing the Big 12 championship game. He was just a freshman. He's had an outstanding offseason. The coaching staff already says he's digesting more of the playbook. They're going to be able to open it up a little bit more. He's going to play with more confidence, and if he stays healthy, BYU can win the conference and reach the playoff. Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. Like, the injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
Pack's got it on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Rides the back. He'll take it himself. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
With the catch, it's Boggs. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Out wide grabs, it's Carter. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback changing the play. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period.
Ready, go.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Finds space, it's Martin. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Ready, go!
Looking for space. It's Croma. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Right back to the well. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's changing the play. Drops back. It's Daniels. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State center.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sweep, sweep. Ready to go.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure going right. Makes the grab past the marker. And into the end zone. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert and keep this drive going. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries it on the sneak. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
You know, I think on QB sneaks, the quarterback's got to be smart about the cadence. It looked like that time the defense actually shot the gap, and they were anticipating the cadence. So if you're a quarterback, you might want to switch up the snap count.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a crease. It's Martin.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. He'll get rid of it. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run to the right. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Robinson. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, in this offense within striking distance.
This quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Wants to throw one first. Going to try to get it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking downfield very late in the half. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Breaks into the open. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Holds on. It's Bachmeier. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Tar Heels able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, Florida State's head coach told me at the half. Coach told me he is thrilled with his transfer running back. This is exactly why they brought him. They expected big things out of him, and he has shown that he is capable so far here in this game. They want to continue that momentum behind the strong running game of his first half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the heat. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Got a man. It's Lyons. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Got his man. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Martin. Got a little grass. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cougars! On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll run him again. Got some green grass. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Running to the left. Runs through the tackle. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Daniels. They're all over it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead and continues to fight for yards. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Martin. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lyons. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Finds his big tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Cougars look to keep this drive humming. Sells the run, looking to pass. Rushes on. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
That pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On the run, it's Martin. Past the 6. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, BYU. That one will give them the lead. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he tacks on the extra point.
BYU 17, Florida State 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back, Palmer. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know you're going to make some plays for.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead.
They'll run it. Just smothered on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Noles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Singleton. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Turns into the pile. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down marker.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. be stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Headed to the fourth, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Sets his feet, it's Daniels. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Long way to go on second down. Quick give. It's Martin. He's got the first down. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Cougars! Great job by the back on the option.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Seminole sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Right, here we go.
Sets his feet, it's Daniels. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and have to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
He'll need some juice in that arm on third and long. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've been feeling it, back-to-back touchdowns on the last two possessions to grab the lead, and now they'll try to extend it a little bit with this one. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, it's Buckmeyer. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. First play of this drive. Fires to the wideout. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll ride him again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Daniels. Right side, it's Croma. Hits the crease. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The run inside. It's Martin. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Crosses the 40. At the 45 on his way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that. Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's out.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He scores for the 5th time in this game. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is
turning on the Jets. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive, one play and already near midfield. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it.